I have anxiety. I originally wanted to make this video super full of information, super medical, but then I realized I can give you guys that in so many other videos, but this seems like a good start to the mental health series. I have anxiety because I have bipolar disorder. And along with that comes anxiety, depression, a whole lot of feelings that I don't understand. But I want to start with the A's, the anxiety. When I first had an anxiety attack, I didn't know how to feel, what I was feeling. I just felt scared. I felt unsafe. And I didn't want to be in my body. An anxiety attack is a feeling that I wouldn't want to wish on my worst enemy. Anxiety makes it really hard for me to live my life normally. It sucks. But there is upsides to it, I guess. I'm learning to control my anxiety. I have a really great team of doctors who have identified my mental illness and who are helping me get through every single step of it. And one of the steps is anxiety. For my anxiety, I take a medication called Lexapro that helps me basically regulate whatever chemical imbalance is in my body in order to be able to live a life like everyone else that isn't anxiety filled. That's kind of the gist of it. I wake up, I take medications, or I go to sleep and I take my medications before bed, and I try to live. When I'm having an anxiety attack in public, it's embarrassing, to say the least. It's a little humiliating. Being overwhelmed by all the things around you and just wanting to run away. Sometimes I'll be at the grocery store and I just want to leave my cart there and just go. I try to go at certain hours where I know that there's not going to be a lot of people. I now have a service animal to help me with my disability because the anxiety gets too much. Driving is super difficult for me. It's scary. And I have an issue where my anxiety gets so high that my blood sugar will quite literally drop. Which is dangerous, to say the least. It puts a lot of strain on my mind and on my heart. And I'm sure some people don't have anxiety as bad as I do or have it way worse. Everyone's experience is different. But this is my experience. And if any of the things that I tell you in this video help you, I'm really glad. Because it's a really scary thing to live with. No, it doesn't just go away when I fall asleep. I get anxious in my dreams as well. My body knows what it's like to feel anxious, so it will carry it over to my dreams. I tend to go to therapy. I try to go to therapy at least once a week. I have certain techniques that I use to help me kind of mellow out the anxiety. I learned about the chest taps to mellow out anxiety. I don't really like to use that one, but I know some people really, really like it. I'll also make a list in my mind of my favorite things to help me ease my anxiety, kind of going from 1 through 10 of my favorite things. So scented candles, rainfall, crisp autumn leaves. I drink a lot of teas for a more holistic approach towards anxiety. I like to do a more medicine and a more like natural approach. My therapist recommended meditation. So for me, being a Christian, I meditate in prayer, and I also just meditate normally. I found something that I'm really happy with. I found an escape in music, and I've found an escape in art. So those are things that help me feel less anxious and help me take on the day. I like to take a shower before I leave in the morning to kind of relax my body so I don't feel as tense going out. I try to avoid my triggers. Some people don't know what their triggers are, but I am getting sort of a good idea of what they are, and I try to avoid them. I know that one of my triggers is certain smokiness, and I know that I can't do well around sirens, and I know I don't do well around lots of beeping, so I will avoid those triggers. Telling my family about my anxiety was another experience that was terrifying. My mom's side already has kind of a battle with mental illness, so they're very familiar with it. But my dad was probably the hardest. I was always really strong, so suddenly not being strong came as a surprise to all of us. And it sucks when you've been really, really strong all your life and suddenly you're not, suddenly you're in this very weak and vulnerable state and you're afraid. It sucks. Sorry. And I'm sure a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about. This like this weird stage of like, it's fear. It's not exactly a panic attack that just comes and goes away. It just kind of lingers. Feel your heart tighten. Your brain's just like, oh my gosh. It's it's an experience. It makes you, anxiety will creep in and it will make you question your friendships. It will make you question yourself. It will make you question your relationships. It will make you wonder if you are good enough and if you are deserving of anything you have. And I'm here to tell you that, yeah, you are super deserving. You are, you deserve everything you have. So if your anxiety is telling you that you don't deserve this or you don't deserve that, your anxiety is a liar. That's what it is. Your anxiety is a liar. And it is a bunch of chemicals that are floating in your head that don't know anything about you. They might be inside of you, but they don't know you. They don't know the good person you are to your friends. They don't know the good person you are to your family. They don't know you. So, yeah, that's my experience with anxiety. It's scary. It was life-changing. I'm still figuring out along the way how to treat it. It's baby steps. It's a new step every day. And on top of the other mental health conditions I have, because anxiety usually is paired with other mental health conditions. It's not just anxiety sometimes on its own. Sometimes it's anxiety and depression, or in my case, bipolar disorder, which has anxiety, depression, and other things mixed into it. For some people, there's anxiety and there's schizophrenia, or whatever it may be. Anxiety and PTSD. And whatever it may be, I want you to look at me and I want you to understand that I am so proud of you if you ignored your anxiety today and you were still here, and if you got up, and if you're even watching a video, if you took a shower, if you ate, if you took your meds, if you drank water. You have made a huge step, and I am so proud of you, and I'm so proud that you're here. I'm proud. I'm proud that you decided to use your spoons today, and that you didn't just stay in bed. You are not your anxiety. I am not my anxiety. I'm a lot tougher than my anxiety. Even when it tells me that I should be afraid, I know I shouldn't be. So yeah. That's what anxiety means to me. That's my experience with anxiety. And I hope that your experience is a lot better. And I hope that you take care of yourself and that you love yourself every step of the way. So, thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to more content like this about mental health, go right ahead. And I have some links down below to certain hotlines that you can call, or you can call this number right on the screen if you need someone to talk to. I will provide more resources on anxiety as we go through this time, and I'm so sorry for taking so long to put this video out. I just didn't know how to put myself out there, and it really scared me. But if it even helps just one of you, I'm proud that I did this. Bye. See you next week.